get any of that?
It's good, y'all. It's Gaddie, and you're watching Popanotherpink TV. What's up? What's up? Skies up, ceilings, airplanes and whatnot. I'm from Flint, Michigan. A little bit from everywhere. Went to every school. A little bit about, Bunch, Scott, that type of joint. My name is it's technically my government name. I just kind of tweaked the ends, creating a bit of like some of the individualism, like for my family a little bit, just being my own dude. It used to be Istiante, and that was just because it was just me. I didn't know what to explain with my genre, nothing like that, but I was just Gaddie because I just switched it up because I could. My most popular song is Something Real. So, well, Something Real, I liked it because it was like just an idea. I just had it, and but like once you start like playing some stuff, it just like kind of get overplayed. People just be like, play that one song, and I be like, man, I wrote this new stuff. But I gotta say, my favorite song at the moment that I wrote is "Please Don't Tell Ma," and I just started coming around to playing like "Please Don't Tell Ma." "Please Don't Tell Ma" was about when I had first turned 21, and I was just going through some stuff. So what I started doing, I started drinking. A big thing that I had when I was younger was like, I ain't gonna never be like my family. But then like stuff just happened how it was. So like Please Don't Tell Mom was because like growing up, my mom used to pray so every so often, and people just used to know her. So like when I was like caught in them scenes or like bars and stuff like that and drinking, I just had like didn't want her to know that I was doing that. But then I went on in the song to explain like everything I have been through. But despite all that, still felt shame enough to be like, don't tell my mom I'm out here drinking. Criticism is essential. If you rolling with a bunch of yes man, you rolling with the wrong man for real. And you never want to go into a room where you're the smartest person. I always want to bring up to where you can elevate. I used to like label everything as a hater because it was a naysay. But in reality, it's like what you can be able to take from different people and decipher that. Is it the fear that they had and they couldn't do what you're doing? Or is it actually like, hey man, like I've been in your shoes, let me just put you onto this. You got to be able to have your own discernment when it comes to stuff. And then ultimately, you just listen to yourself for real and your own thoughts because nobody can do what you do for real. My biggest inspiration musically, I would say like Jill Scott Heron, Jimi Hendrix. I really love Jimi Hendrix. Mac DeMarco. I love Stevie Wonder. Like I've been listening to like a wide variety of like old school like French jazz artists. I think I value them more like old school artists. I do like new school artists, old school artists more because they really had to like how we say get out the mud. Like take one was they take that was like a $400 take, and Jill Scott Heron was like one of the more progressive artists that I started listening to like a couple of years ago. Showing it is what it is. That was his thing was it is what it is. So yeah, my best support system, I gotta say my brothers. I'm the oldest of six brothers, and I think what happened is that I always was constantly thinking like I'm the big brother, but like who want to be the big brother for real? Because then they gotta look up at you and that type of thing. So like my brother used to like come home when he was in California in the Navy, and used to be like I like this. I listen to your thing, and I want to like do some songs with you and stuff like that, or like be giving me insight on my stuff. So like my brothers and pretty much so and the people that come along and with the journey too. That's the life. That's part of life for real. You're gonna have some people that's for you for that one front, just as me from Isdiante to Gaddie. So what's gonna happen is people gonna start peeling out. It ain't because they don't like you. It's just because you changing and what you got right now ain't necessarily what they want. I want to put like a lot more visuals out. I mean, I'm thinking into like going into long form media such as like short film. Well, I say long form, then say short film, but like films and stuff like that, and like documentaries and just different stuff like that recently caught my attention. All dealing with the music and stuff like that. I'm thinking about like the Melvin Van Peebles, or like directed music by like all that stuff like that. And, like it's just like all by me. Next year, 2026 or so, which is 2 days. Well, not in 2 days, but just be looking out on some new joints for me. I miss connection. And I used to live out in the Evergreen Regencies, but the one thing that was notable about it, they can call it what they want, like projects or whatever. but it was just a lot of community. Everybody knew everybody, all the kids knew the kids, and all the parents knew the parents. But it seemed like nowadays it's like we like fed like this false sense of community. I miss 50-cent cakes, 50-cent chips. I miss it all. When Arizona was really 99 cents, like in a text. It's just America for real. I don't know. The closing message I say is nothing is new under the sun. One of the biggest hobbies that I have as an artist, it's one thing to listen to artists' music, and then there's another thing to listen to their words. There's so many complexities that humans have that we have yet to display online fully. You don't get online and talk about, like, I'm sad, man. I don't think you thinking like I'm up. Niggas think you up. You on vacation. There's people that only post when they on vacation, like stuff like that, or post like vacation pics. Don't really put the complexities, but you know what I mean. Everybody has felt that. Nobody is perfect, and I feel like we so much so give ourselves a hard time, even myself, when I'm not doing the best on my best day. So just, keep your head up. You start something, finish it, unless it's like entirely too toxic. Go outside. I know they say touch grass, man. Do what you love to do. Don't waste no time. You know what I mean? Just be yourself and love what you do. You know what I mean? And trust yourself always. And if you don't trust yourself, find a trusted friend. And yeah, just keep on keeping on. That's all.
It's a good show.
Did you get any of that?